Hey guys, how you guys doing? Today's just something different from our usual DIY hair stuff. Today is still a DIY, but the only difference is that it will be DIY candles. We're going to be making candles. So that's why I'm rushing right now, because I'm going to the center where I'll be making it, and I'll be taking you guys through the process. I'll definitely put all the information about the organization that is hosting this event. I just got here. Hey guys, I'm about to go make my candle. Okay, let's get into making the candle. In order to make candle, these are some of the things that you need: a container, a melting pot if you're not doing the double boiler method. But to make it so much more easier, you could use an electric burner. You also need a thermometer to measure the temperature of the wax. You need your essential oil, which is what is going to give it that fragrance, that nice scent. You need dyes if you do not want your candle to have, like the original color of the wax, which is white. You need a wick holder, wick itself, and then we're ready to start making the candle. So I start off by using the wick for stabilizer to stabilize my wick and putting it first into the container just down the middle. So this cup contains my melted wax and added essential oil. You are going to see her pour in essential oil, but we had a choice to add any essential oil of our choice. So I decided to add lavender, rosemary, and eucalyptus oil to my candle, and then you stir it for about 30 seconds. So that is the original essential oil that she was giving us to add to the wax. So you want to keep stirring it. After you have stabilized your wick into the container, we are then going to pour the essential oils that she gave to us into the melted wax, stir it, and then pour it into the container. There you need to keep in mind that you need to measure the temperature of your wax, because that is a very, very crucial step. After you've added the essential oil and everything is smelling to your liking, then you are going to then pour it into the container. So after pouring it into the container, we are going to basically watch it harden. But something to remember is that you do not take out the wick stabilizer. It stays there because this is actually, the wick is what you use to light the candle. So you want to make sure that when you're pouring the wax into the container, that you are very careful not to basically move the wick and the wick holder, because you need it to be in the center. After pouring it in, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the wax to start hardening. And once it starts hardening, you can then choose to add like any other herbs to the melted wax. So she told us that we could add it now, or we could wait a little bit to basically decorate the candle. After about 5, 7 minutes, mine started hardening, which was really, really, really cool, guys. It's really cool to make this candle. You guys should definitely try making this candle at home. Now, I'm going to show you my partner's own that already hardened. Look at how it looks from that liquid state to the solid state. Mine took a bit longer because I came late, as you guys can see, for it to harden, but eventually it started hardening. Now, guys, this is what mine's look like. It has finally hardened. So now the next step is to use the heat blower. For those of us that wanted to design our candles, you need to make sure you do this part. You use the heat blower to blow on the candle a little bit, and then you go ahead and add whatever flowers you choose to add. So I decided to add a lavender, and you could choose to add whatever you want to add, whatever you need to add, but this part is important. Whenever you are adding your flowers or whatever you're using to design the candle, you need to make sure that it is away from the wick. This is because it can easily catch on fire, which is why they tell us that we should put the decorations towards the edge of the container and away from the wick. Okay, a step that I forgot to tell you guys is that before you even use the heat blower to melt the wax all over again, you need to cut your wick. You need to cut your wick. So at this point, when you are done with the heat blower and you decorate, your candle is basically ready to go. Now you let your candle sit for about 1 week before you use it. Again, guys, after you make a candle, you do not use it right away. You need to wait for about 1 week for you to use it. This is so that you can enjoy the scent of the candle. This is the final product, guys. I was very proud of myself. I urge you guys to try it at home. Let me know how it goes. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.